Take it as it comes as well. So this is Elena, and I don't know your surname.
Lommers.
Lommers, and you're one of the organizers of the exchange conference today. Which organizer are you exactly?
I'm from Amsterdam Bright City.
Amsterdam Bright City.
Yeah.
And which does, because we have viewers from all over the world, what does Amsterdam Bright City do?
Well, Amsterdam Bright City is actually the initiator of the program, and we are.
But what do you normally do?
I'm a program manager.
Yeah, but what does Amsterdam Bright City normally do?
Oh, Amsterdam Bright City is a knowledge center at the Zuidas in Amsterdam, and the Zuidas is a very international financial center of Amsterdam.
Yes.
So what I do as a program manager, I develop events or programs to bring different kind of people, like for example young professional students, but also CEOs together. Either to learn from each other or to interact, or just to build up social capital.
Okay, and we're talking to Elena now. I told you before we were waiting for Paul Gilding, who is on his way, but he's a very popular guy, so he's signing his books at the moment. But we want to know from Elena, why are you organizing this event particularly?
Well, the idea was actually that we're in the financial center of an international city, and there's so much going on in the world around the economic and financial systems now. And the idea was actually, everybody says that it cannot go on like this, but nobody suggests anything. And then we have all these young people who are very enthusiastic and creative, and then they're still not really part of the system, because they are too young to have been working for a very long time on, in a bank, for example. So why not to ask them to create their own future, because that's their future,
Yeah.
They will have to lead it in a couple of years. So that was the idea.
Okay.
Just to ask them, because nobody knows that.
Yeah. And what are you actually going to do today?
Today. For us, it's an experiment, actually, because so we've got the students, the participants of Leaders for Economic Change program, and they've spent 4 months to try to create their visions, towards the new sustainable economy, and not only the visions, but also an action plan. What should we do? All of us do today in order to get there where we want to be in 2030.
Yeah.
But a new leader cannot create all by himself or by herself. So what we're trying to do today is actually facilitate the co-creation process together with 1% Club to facilitate the co-creation of this vision and an action plan.
Okay.
So we need all these people you see behind me to think about the future and to make it possible.
Yeah, and what can the viewer do today? The people who are watching.
The viewer can also text, Twitter, their ideas, but also actions. If they follow the day along the day, they will hear more and more. So if they are inspired and they want to share something with us, I'm sure they can do that. And there is also another part of the program, and that's visions. We had 6 groups working on different visions. Today they will present them, and the viewer can read the visions and also vote for one of the best ones. And so they will get a jury award and a public award in the end. Okay, so we please vote today. You'll see it below the viewer. Vote here. You'll see group A to E, to F even. And on the bottom side of the site, you'll see links, and you'll find the visions of the different groups. Yeah. Please have a read, and then please vote, because they will be taken into account, right? Sure,
the votes.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thanks, Elena.
Well, thank you.
What are you, by the way, last question, what are you going to do today yourself as an individual to change the economic model?
Today?
Yeah.
Well...
or what did you do yesterday? Or what should you do today?
To tell the truth, today I think, because we were so busy, organizing this event today. When I come home, I will just relax, play to my children finally in all these weeks, that I did not have time for that, And I think I just will not do much. Will not buy anything. I will not waste anything. I will just spend a very, very cozy evening with my family, which is very important for us.
Yeah, which is a message from you as well. To do
relationships
less?
And to do less sometimes. Don't do too much if it's not needed.
Yeah.
And also don't forget your family and your relations and your friends.
Okay.
Steph, there's a question from the social media team.
Cool. Marlies?
Yeah, we have a question coming in from the chat on 1%live.com. And
probably my husband asking.
The question is, to what extent is the event today focusing on BOP or economic inequality?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. But we'll see as long as it goes, because everybody is a part of this event. So if people will start focusing on one particular issue, then probably it will be more about that issue. But the idea is actually that we can't focus on one thing. We're all part of the system, and the system is very broad. So we will be dealing with different levels: I, we, all, and it level. So we will try not to have one specific focus on what the government should do or what the businesses should do, but also what I should do as a person, and in general.
I, we, they, all.
Yeah. I, we, it, and all.
Okay.
And there's even a second question from the social media team. So maybe you can.
Yeah, we have another question coming in from the chat. Is it all about economic change, or firstly about finance structure change?
I don't think you can realize change on one side, without changing the rest. Of course, if people have ideas about changing the financial system, then these ideas are also welcome. It's very broad.
And Paul says inequality must top the agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inequality.
Yeah.
A priority.
And maybe for the viewers, there are visions on 3 levels. All the visions they encompass something in general, and that is cyclicity. This is also they call it diversity, but what it actually means is this inequality idea, and reciprocity.
Okay.
So these are actually the main values, and all the actions the students come up with, they have something to do with one of those values.
Okay, and is there a link or a place where people can read about these 3 different values? Because they might sound a little bit abstract to the viewer now when they're confronted with not simplicity.
No, cyclicity.
Cyclicity.
Yeah, cyclicity. Yeah, they can get more information at least on our website, maybe also on one.
What's the website?
www.amsterdambrightcity.nl.
Okay. Can Marlies maybe put that through on the Twitter?